My name is JP, and today we will be discussing how easy it is to earn with your second compensation system, Go Global Profit Pool. You know, I want you to note something, that for those that were not on last Thursday's call, the overview for Spinfinity is posted in your back office for review. Just log into your back office, click on News, and you'll see the previous calls. Folks, they're fantastic. You know, we want to ask ourselves, why is Spinfinity? What is it about Spinfinity that you're getting paid 6 times a month? Well, we're going to do a little clarification, and in fact, a couple other things that we will explain to you, and not only on this evening's call, but we also want to explain to you why we pay 10 times a month. Folks, that's every 3 days. Now, I want you to keep in mind when you and your social group members spin every 3 days, you and they rotate you and land you in the cash payout zones 2 times out of 3 total spins. Very, very unique. Now, why you have the potential to be paid 10 times with the Go Global Profit Pool. Go Profits are paid on a point system to be outlined later in this overview. As you and all of your referrals and all of their referrals earn points, you earn commissions on your position and 20% override on all of the referrals' positions every 3 days. You know, one of the questions that we've had come into the home office a lot, people are viewing our Ultimate Power Profits page as a business entity. Why not? Why isn't it more flashy? Well, folks, look, here's the reality. We are developing a true long-term business, not a flash-in-the-pan business. You know, let's clear out our minds a little bit. This is a business that has a very powerful social marketing payout plan. We're going to share with you this evening. We're going to talk about the current Ultimate Power Profit site, and it, again, purely for pre-registration signups. It's not meant to be flashy, hypey, or salesy, if you will, okay? Always know that you are part of a professionally run organization. This is not, and I repeat, not a flash-in-the-pan networking business. So again, do not try to compare us to previously failed business models, okay? And I can assure you one thing, as we begin tonight's discussion on the Go Global Profit Pool, you are going to be absolutely thrilled. Without further ado, I do want you to understand, folks, we're going to keep it simple with Spinfinity, and the rest will fall into place with no extra work on your part. You know, we sort of think the phrase win, win, win was created for you with Spinfinity. Go Global and Infinity. And tonight, this is only 2/3 of the business plan that we're going to be covering. Go Global Profit Pool. Without further ado, I want to bring to the microphone our founder, inventor, and in fact, the global changer. This is a life-changing opportunity. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to the microphone our president, Scotty Evans. Scotty, over to you.
Hey, thanks, Jim, for the introduction there. Am I heard? Hopefully I'm heard worldwide here. Let's see here. Real quickly, we're down at the beach here in San Diego, and they have this big festival outside of our offices every Tuesday. Quite fun, but at the same time, you may hear some music in the background, and I can't stop the big festival going on out there. So anyhow, hopefully that won't distract from our conversation here. Yeah, welcome everybody. As usual, the lines, webinar, the whole bit are completely full. And since we last spoke, a lot of progress happening on the business itself. And what we're here for today is to go over the second part of your compensation plan, which is the Go Global Profit Pool. The first thing that we want you to do, Jim said it nicely, is that erase your mind. Do not try to compare to other matrices and downlines and binaries and all those things. Just don't even think about them, because this is simple, and it also follows in right off the back of the Spinfinity. When we went over Spinfinity a couple days ago, what you saw was a simple program that brings people in, and as you refer others, depending on your qualification participation level, you make 20% of their commission check, and everyone they refer through 5 different generations. So with that, sorry about that, I got distracted by my phone there. With that, the exact same people that you're getting paid from in the Spinfinity are the exact same people you're getting paid for here. So don't complicate it, keep it simple, and we'll jump right into it. It's going to be a very simple overview for you, and it should go pretty quickly because it's just building on the foundations as you already know. So we should see the next slide up there. I wanted to take a second and show you what all you guys have done just since our last call. Our Alexa rating, and Alexa, what that does is it rates all the websites and their traffic and so forth. And in our first 30 days, we're roughly about on 30 days right now, give or take a couple. We are now ranked the 3,040th website, most visited website in America, and you can see it's just over 12,000 in the entire world. That's again with like 9.6 billion pages on the internet. So it's a pretty nice feat to say the least. And you can see the little graph there, and the chart shows our growth and just a straight up line. And a fun stat there, if you look at the 1 month there towards the bottom right, I guess it would be, you can look at our growth there in our first month. It's 521,000%. That's a good number. I like that. So, all right, let's get that next slide here. And as you could tell, one of the things that as I talk, this isn't scripted. This is our business. I'm talking to you as partners, friends, affiliates, everything. This business only works when we all work together. So it has to be easy to understand. Again, it's not scripted, so I'm following some little routine. I just go and wing it, and because that's what we're about. We're all friendly around here, and the plan's that simple to go ahead and do it that way. All right, so with that, you're going to see the familiarity here as well with the Spinfinity side of things. It was laid out just like this. And this time you'll see that the Go Global Profit Pool is highlighted. That's what we're talking about today. So with the Go Global Profit Pool, the usual, erase the whiteboard of your mind. Don't try to compare. It's the whole bit. We already talked about that. As you bring in members into Spinfinity, that's your initial compensation plan. You are automatically developing your Go Global Profit Pool participation, as well as growing your Infinity as well, which will be talked about on Thursday's call. And you're still growing your social profit pool. So everybody you refer is in your profit pool. Everyone they refer expands your profit pool. Everyone they refer expands out to 5 generations past in the global profit pool, just like Spinfinity. Nothing new to learn there. The payout dates are exactly the same time, same date, the whole bit, the 1st, 4th, 7th, and so on at midnight. And then we also, you can earn profits in the profit pool commissions every 3 days. And this is on all your direct qualifications that you refer, and you get 20% on every qualified person in your social profit pool. And I'll go through the point system here in a second. It'll be real simple and easy to understand. The global profit pool rotation occur every 3 days. Same thing. It's the same spin at midnight. Today's July 25th at today's where are we? The 24th, the 25th at midnight. So if you came into the program today on midnight 25th, you would rotate into the cash payout zone in Spinfinity. But also, if you had any members below you, or that you referred, I should say, that had earned some points in this point system for the global profit pool, you'd be paid the 20% matching commission on all those people too, and it gets quite powerful. So real simple stuff here. Let me get to the next slide. All right. This is just a reminder. I've already said it 3 or 4 times. Keep it simple. You're paid additional money on the Go Global Profit Pool, 20% matching commissions on the exact same members you're making in your Spinfinity. So if you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 500, 5,000 people in your Spinfinity, it's the exact same people. You're paid the exact same amount per each of your profit pools, your social profit pools that get built as you refer and they refer others. All right. This is going to look familiar as well from the Spinfinity layout. And the reason being because it is exactly the same. Don't complicate it. It's exactly the same. Your Go Global Profit Pool consists of the exact same members that make up your Spinfinity. You get paid on these very same people a second time. Very simple to understand. Again, we're just using this as a example in our numbers. They are there's no referral requirements. You work at your own pace, refer as you like. You can come in and do nothing. You can burn up the world if you like. It's that easy of a program. So what we're showing here in that first generation profit pool is that just like in Spinfinity, which is the second line there, you had referred 3 people and you're getting an average 6 payouts for each person that you brought in. Well, if you move back up to you refer 3, it's the same 3 people. And you are now paid 10 times. And the reason being is that in the global profit pool, this works off of a simple point system as opposed to the rotation in Spinfinity. And what happens is that there are different things you can do to earn points, and then we'll cover that in just a second. And as you earn those points, you get a share of a profit pool. We do it every 3 days, and it just goes on from now to eternity. The profit pool, I'll explain what that's made up of also a little bit later on. But what we're showing right here is the power of the program. So I wanted to show Spinfinity payouts from last week, our last call, and then also show you what's happening with the global profits pool. You can see that you're on the same 3 people. You're now getting paid 10 times if they have earned any money. If they're on vacation and not doing anything, you wouldn't obviously make anything from them. But if they're active, referring people, running the business, and referring customers, then they're going to participate in the profit pool. You get 20% of their check all the way through your referral generations. And you'll see here that you get 30 times on the global pool, and you get 18 times on Spinfinity. Jumping to the next slide, same thing. Now what we're doing is now it's that second tier. I have you all as platinums in this program. That means you qualify for all 5 generations. If you are what we call a 10 generation, a 10 member, you get 1. If you're a silver, you get 2. A copper you get 2. A silver you get 3. A gold you get 4 generations, and then obviously platinum gets 5. So you can reverse the math very easily on that. So what we're doing here is showing that second generation. Now you have 9 friends in the group, and you're getting paid now 90 times a month on those for a total of 120. Real simple math, it's the 90 plus the 30. That's your 120. Same thing with the Spinfinity below there. So now you're getting paid about 200 times just in your first 2 generations with 3 referring 3. Pretty simple stuff, but very powerful stuff. The amount you get paid depends on how many points people get. So it's a big variety. If you have some really active players who are really running their program, bidding on running their business, they're bringing people in, they're going to have nice profit pool sharing. You're going to get 25% of their check. Someone who refers a couple, doesn't do much, maybe gets a couple of points, you may get a little bit off them, but hey, it all adds up at the end of the day, especially when you're getting paid this many times on this many people. Again, familiarity, we're keeping things simple because it's exactly the same as the stuff you saw before. Now what we've done is we just take it down to your third generation. The numbers are the same. There's 27 friends times 10 payouts. 270 times you're getting paid on people who have qualified for any type of commission. And it doesn't matter if they made 25 cents or $1 or $10 or $10,000, you get 20% of that. It's that simple. There are no minimums and there are no maximums to how much you can earn in this program. A lot of companies start penalizing you when you get too powerful in the program because they built their system so people can never get to those powerful positions, but when someone actually does, they start taking away from your commissions. It's unbelievable, I know. We pay on every dollar earned. It's your money. We want to get it to you. You earned it. You helped us, and we want you to spend it on whether it's a mortgage or an ice cream cone. We want you to, in your e-wallet, spending it on yourself. The next one we go to here is just an extension, and now what we're seeing is that 4th generation, and what you're seeing is the math getting out there. Now you're talking about, just with a simple math again, you're talking about you're nearly paid 2,000 times just with the 3 refers 3. You can do whatever you want. You can try the 1 refer 1, the 2 refer 2, whatever math you want to do. You can do 100 refer 100. It doesn't. The math is the math. So we stretch it out one more time here. Now we're on the 5th generation. Same thing. Now what's happening is just with the 3 for 3 as a platinum, you're getting paid over 5,000 times in a 30-day period. Powerful. I don't know any other way to say it. It's just absolutely stunning and amazing numbers. And what we do with the profit pool is we take a percentage of the overall profits from the company, and this is multiple profits I'll talk about later that come in from multiple sources. So the profit pools can get quite large, and especially as the program gets larger and larger and we have the outside businesses and the internal profits, the profit pools could be quite substantial. It's every 3 days and the money's in your account right then. Going on the next slide here. This is the point overview system. It's very, very simple. We didn't put a bunch of different parameters out there. It's real simple things. You get paid every 3 days, every 3 spin cycles, the same schedule Spinfinity. You're rewarded for your business on your direct referrals. You get points for direct referrals, and when we go live, there'll be a point system in there. You'll see it's real simple. And then you're also paid on any referrals that you bring in. So if you bring a new person into the overall Global One business program, you would get points on that. And then any customers. A customer is someone who uses our different business sites as a customer and is not participating in the back end of the business, and they're just buying bids, for instance, on the bid site. You would get points for that. So that's how simple the bid point system is. So it's really, you don't have to learn a bunch there. You just have to know what each business, as we move forward, what qualifies points. You're active in the business. If you're bidding on stuff within the website, you're gaining points. If you're referring others, you're gaining points. You refer customers, you're gaining more points. Really easy. And that's another point I did want to talk about real quickly is that we are starting with the bid site, and people have asking if it's going to be the same as some other well-known companies out there. The penny bid auction site is similar in the sense that it's a penny bid auction site. It really stops there, and the reason being is that our program, we will have a lot different type of products on there. We're not going to have vacuum cleaners and, I don't know, there's always some kooky thing on these sites because they're all cheap products, cheap stereos. You think you're getting something nice. It shows up in the mail, and these speakers you thought were 3 feet tall are about 4 inches tall. They're just piece of junk equipment. We will have high quality watches, high-end purses for women. We will have memorabilia from sports memorabilia. There'll be gold bars, gold coins. All that type of stuff will be on the site. We'll have collectibles. The list goes on and on and on. A very different marketplace. We'll let these other people play in the little kid pool with their I don't know what one wants to buy a vacuum cleaner on a site on a bid site. I can buy one at Target for $49, like I say. We're going to get you some things that you wish you were able to purchase, always wanted in your life, and go from there. So that kind of sets us apart, and it take a long time for people to catch up to us because of our exclusive relationships we have around the world where we get wholesale pricing on items that people only wish they knew the contacts on. And that's where we can set ourselves apart. We bring in great products and great value for our members. So staying with getting back to point here is that your points are earned via our additional businesses. I'm sorry, let me get back on Packer. The points can also be earned via our additional businesses that will become available to you in the very near future. We're about a week away from start announcing the second and third businesses, so just bear with us on that. But the second business, if you were to do the second business, there will be a point system around that too. Same type of thing. If you bring a customer into the business, you get points for it. If you do activity within that particular business, you get points for it. You don't have to learn anything new, just what the point system is for that particular business. Everything rides off each other in this business, where most network marketing companies, what they do is they compound their complexity, and they do it for a reason. They do it because you can't figure out how you're getting paid. That's the trick that they pull on you. We don't do that. We want you to know how you're getting paid because you can tell the next person how you're getting paid. How many times has everybody on this call heard, don't worry about it, the computer figures it out. You know what? I want to know how I'm getting paid, and I want to know every bit about it. You can never learn these silly programs because they don't make any sense. They don't make mathematics sense to you. They only make mathematics sense to the business who's taken all your money. That's not the way we operate. We're in business to give you back nearly all of it. Yeah, we're going to make a profit. We're a for-profit business. We're business people here. But you know what? Our profits are slim because we're going to have a lot of people in this program doing a lot of good things, and we're here for a very, very long time doing very, very different things than anybody else has ever seen before. And those calls are going to be next week, and you're going to want to hear about those. Right now, we're talking about the comp plan. Get this firmly in your mind. When you hear about the products that we have coming out, you are going to be amazed. It'll just add the icing on the cake. So, So the same type of thing. Every 3 days, you get your it's the overview. The profit pool will be paid out, and it's on a point system, so it's real easy. I can give you a quick example of that. Let's just use for examples. This is the only time we're going to use money because we're only given an example. It's not about how much you can earn. It's just to show how the point system works. Let's say that in a 3-day period, we have $1 million in the profit pool in a 3-day period. So what ends up happening is that if you take after that 3 days, what it'll do is it'll total your points earned. And let's say that you have, for example, that there's 10 million total points that have been earned by everybody in the business. So what we do is we take the 10 million points, divide it into $1 million, and that makes each point worth 10 cents. I could have chose any number, but I'm just keeping things realistic, and it's very simple math. Now, it could be $500,000 in the profit pool, and there could be 4 million points out there. It could be 2 million in the profit pool, and there could be 1 million points out there. It will change every 3 days because it depends on what the profits come into the company, and it depends on how many points people have done by bringing in others, bidding on sites, bringing in customers, and so on. So it's a fluctuating pool, but mathematically, you just simply divide the points into the total dollar amount, and you'll get paid that, and you get 20% of anybody that you're qualified on. So if someone gets a check for $1,000, you get $200. If they get a check for $10, you get $2. If they get a check for $10,000, you get $2,000. Very simple math. So that's how the point system works. Don't complicate it. It is just that easy. Now, as far as the math on that, the computer does figure that out for you, and it's every 3 days that is paid out. Here's where we're going to kind of change gears just a tad, but this also kind of falls in line with how the business works in the sense that not only do you have multiple commission payout systems with Spinfinity, the Go Global Profit Pool, and the Infinity, which we talked about on Thursday, you also will have multiple businesses that you will be operating as independent contractor. They're your businesses to operate, bring customers in. You make commissions off those sales and anyone who comes in into the business and so forth. So the first business, obviously, is iGoBidWin, and that is a bid site. When we announce the second business, which will be very soon after we go live, you'll be able to do a choice. You can start a whole other business. So instead of us being let's use a nutritional company, for example. They have great products, but what they usually have a drink. They maybe have a dietary supplement, and then maybe they have an energy tank. Those are 3 separate products that you have to purchase individually within the business. Our businesses are very similar to that in that the sense that your iGoBidWin is that first thing, the drink. Your second business would be that other product. And then the third would be the energy drink. But these are businesses. These are global businesses that are in multi-billion, and a couple of them are in multi-trillion-dollar industries. So you're going to have a storefront of amazing products and services that you're going to be proud to tell people about, be able to show a business card on, and you're going to earn commissions on any sales that come into that site, in addition to all the Spinfinity commissions, all of the Go Global Profit Pool commissions, and all of the Infinity profits commissions as well. So you can have multiple profit pools. And here's what the great thing is that if you take a second business, you get paid again. It's as if you're entering again as a second person. The same thing with anyone else that you have that you referred. If they want to participate in a second or a third business, you're going to get an additional Spinfinity commissions, you're going to get additional Global Profit Pool commissions, and you're going to get additional Infinity commissions. So it's completely up to you. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 businesses. It's completely up to you. They're all high quality, great businesses you're going to be proud to be part of. So hopefully that clears up a little bit. Again, we will be getting into the physical businesses next week. So yeah, you have a lot to look forward to. The other now staying in the change gear mode. One of the great things about this ties in directly to the Global Profit Pool is that we have outside the business profit centers. So in addition to the multiple profit centers you have that you run as a business, you also have the ability to earn commissions in the Go Global Profit Pool commissions from dozens and dozens of for-profit businesses. I touched about that a little bit on this last week. Is these products and services Most of them we have very insider deals on. They're not even available to the public. We will probably be the first company to take them to the public. In some instances, we do have exclusives on them. And what these are is these are products that are going to be on the store shelves. They're going to be in the biggest chain stores in America. Many products are global in their context, so we don't leave our international database out. But these are stuff you buy at the superstores, your 7-Elevens, your Walmarts, your Walgreens, your Sears, or what have you, and all sorts of other areas that I'll talk about later. But so what ends up happening is that when these sales take place, we're taking a percentage of those sales and we're putting them into the overall global profit pool. See, what most businesses do in network marketing is that they take money from you to pay the next person, and they take money from that person to pay the next person. And you're only taking money from what's in the system. We, obviously, when you're bidding on things, that's part of the money within the system, but we give huge incentive to bring in customers to the bid site and what these other sites will be, and it'll be very easy to bring in customers when you hear what they are. So that's outside revenue coming in that goes into the overall profit pool. This is the same thing. However, you don't even have to sell this stuff. These products are going to sell themselves on the store shelves and on the internet on a separate website. That any sales that happen through these huge businesses, and these are life-changing, life-altering products, they will go in. Parts of this profit will go into the profit pool. I'm taking part of my profits and I'm putting them in the profit pool so you guys can benefit from it. It will never stop. We have tons and tons and tons of businesses that we are going to be putting into this that are all huge multi-million and multi-billion-dollar businesses that we will come in and change the entire industries. So that's how that works. And this, again, the reason I bring this up is because it's when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 outside products, you can see what happens to the profit pool. We're contributing in multi ways. So, some profits from some products may not be huge, but other ones could be huge winners where just unimaginable amounts of dollars are going into the profit pool. And as you continue to add more and more and more profits that are worldwide products, they all contribute to the profit pool. That's why we have a totally different business system. That's why we keep saying, don't compare us to the network marketing companies. They all are one-trick ponies. They have their one cool item, but they don't do anything else. We have multiple businesses, multiple unbelievable payout compensation plans that nobody can touch. And now we have outside revenues. This is huge outside revenues that are going to be coming in. I'm taking my profits and I'm putting them back into the global profit pool so everybody can share, because you're going to want to tell more people about it. You're going to want to talk about all the good that's going on in the humanitarian trust, and you're going to make some money along the way. So we have the real ability to just bring in so much outside profits that no other business that I've ever seen can touch. So I think that's about it. This is how simple this is. You don't need to make it any longer. And I'm taking quite a bit of time on these calls to really stretch things out and go into a lot of details and use a lot of scenarios and examples and so forth, because I want people to feel comfortable about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how it works. If I were talking to somebody in a little quick overview, I could have done this whole thing in about 2 minutes. It's that simple. So with that, this program here, what you're going to see on Thursday, will be the third part of the payout plan, will be Infinity. And then jumping into next week, we're going to start announcing the other business models and some of the other, we may be able to start talking about some of these global products just to wet your whistle on that as well. These are just awesome and amazing programs. So with that, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to hand this back over to Jim to kind of close this out and talk about a couple other quick things. This will all be posted on the site very shortly. Thanks, all.
Thanks, Scotty. Fantastic. You know, folks, we are going to be live in August, okay? And a couple things. Have you ever seen anything like this? We've only gone over 2/3 of the comp plan. Think about that. Spinfinity, and tonight, Go Global Profit Pool. As Scotty mentioned, yes, we will be going over the Infinity Wealth Pool on Thursday evening's call. That's at 5:30 Pacific Time, 8:30 Central, and 7:30 Central Time, and that's 8:30 Eastern. Folks, this is a real game changer. You better be prepared. For those of you that are following up with your founder obligation, you'll have until Sunday evening. We're looking at sometime around midnight, early Monday morning. Don't delay. We're moving at a cyber pace. Keep up with us. Scotty, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, you're doing great. Keep up the fantastic work, and we'll look forward to having you back online come Thursday evening on our next Global One conference call. Good night, everybody.